Co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Oh, God.
Insurance fraud in a lawsuit. Oh God, this isn't some made-up drama from your favorite crime show. This is real life, honey, and it's absolutely shocking. Sunny Hostin, you know, that powerhouse co-host from The View, who's always preaching about media ethics and justice.
She didn't really know what was going on, right? Which is what she's probably going to say later. Oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is. But I think it's pretty freaking ironic.
Soap opera if she didn't really know what was going on, right? Which is what she's probably going to say later. Oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is, but I think it's pretty freaking ironic. Get this, Dr. Emmanuel Hahn, Sunny's high-flying Manhattan orthopedic surgeon husband, is now one of 200 defendants in this massive lawsuit. That's making everyone's jaws drop. American Transit, this huge insurance company, is coming for them with everything they've got, and the accusations, they're absolutely mind-blowing.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries. And let me
This massive 698-page complaint, yes, honey, 698 pages. Drive. Hostin allegedly knew exactly what he was doing, performing surgeries that weren't even necessary and submitting fake claims to pocket that sweet, sweet insurance money. And this isn't just any ordinary lawsuit. They're pulling out the big guns with our charges.
Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket scattershot
And other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries. And let me tell you, darling, the consequences could be absolutely devastating. Under RICO, they can triple the damages. We're talking billions with a B. But here's the real kicker. Dr. Hostin isn't just looking at losing his fortune. If he's found guilty, he could spend the rest of his life behind bars. And trust me, this drama is already causing earthquakes in there.
RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
Juicier Manuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket scatter. Hold on to your seats, because this tea is piping hot. Word on the street is that Sunny, yes, Sunny might have had her perfectly manicured hands in this mess. Two sources are whispering that she helped hide money from all these alleged fraudulent activities. Some are even saying she was moving funds around to keep them away from those nosy investigators. Now nothing's been proven yet, but darling, the irony is just too delicious. Here's Miss Thing, always talking about justice and holding people accountable, potentially caught up in her own scandal. Her fans are absolutely stunned, and her critics, well, they're having a field day. RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia. Now this is where things get really wild. Remember how Sunny used to be this hotshot federal prosecutor before she became a TV star? Well, apparently she might have used all that legal know-how for something pretty shocking, according to these unverified reports. And trust me, everyone's talking about them. Sunny supposedly helped Emmanuel set up these super sneaky shell companies. I mean, who better to know all those legal loopholes than a former prosecutor, right? And that's not all. There's buzz that she might have been playing middleman, working behind the scenes to keep all that money untraceable. Now we can't say for sure if any of this is true, but darling, just the Whispers alone are enough to make anyone's reputation crumble after all. How do you explain something like this when you've built your whole brand on calling out other people's misdeeds? So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange. And here's the part that's just absolutely delicious. Talk about practicing what you preach. Our girl Sunny has been sitting pretty on The View, wagging her finger at everyone else's corruption and power trips. She's always going on and on about transparency and holding people accountable. Miss Thing has painted herself as this champion of the little guy, always ready to speak truth to power. But honey, if these allegations turn out to be true, oh my god, it means she was doing exactly what she's been condemning all this time. The hypocrisy is just too much. Sunny Host on The View, Tom basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme, and you better believe people are coming for her. Social media is absolutely on fire. Everyone and their mother has an opinion about this mess. Some folks are demanding she spill all the tea right now and explain herself, while others want her kicked off The View faster than you can say scandal. They're saying her credibility is completely shot. I mean, how can you trust someone to comment on other people's drama when they're knee in their own? But hold up, some level-headed people are trying to remind everyone that these are just allegations. For now they're all innocent until proven guilty, and everything. But let's be real, the court of public opinion doesn't wait for a verdict, and Sunny's got way more to worry about than just angry tweets. Legal experts are saying if they find even a shred of evidence linking her to any funny business with the money, she could be facing charges herself. We're talking potential prison time, financial ruin. Everything she's worked for could just poof, disappear. Some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been for years lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failure, and if you thought that was scandalous, wait until you hear about their lifestyle. Darling, everyone's wondering if our favorite power couple has been living it up on allegedly fraudulent funds now. They've never been the type to flaunt their wealth like some reality TV stars. But word on the street is they're sitting pretty on multiple properties, including this absolutely gorgeous spread in Westchester County. People are starting to ask some pretty uncomfortable questions about where all that money came from. Were those allegedly fraudulent funds paying for their luxurious lifestyle? The whisper are getting louder by the minute now. He's just accused, and this accused in a lawsuit after some time of investigation could ultimately become a federal indictment. That's the but. Here's where Sunny's star power comes into play. And honey, it's not helping her case. American Transit is apparently pointing fingers at her, saying she's using her celebrity status to turn public opinion against their lawsuit. And let me tell you, Sunny is not taking this lying down. She came out swinging with this fiery statement, calling the whole thing a smear campaign against her family. She's even threatening to hit back with this massive defamation lawsuit. We're talking millions, but some people are saying not so fast, sweetie. They think this is just Sunny trying to create a smokescreen to distract from what her husband and possibly she herself might have done. So we know Sunny Host and our husband Dr. Emmanuel H. are preparing for a legal battle to fight accusations that he committed federal insurance fraud. This whole mess has everyone asking some pretty serious questions about media personalities and where we draw the line between their public and private lives. I Think about it, Sunny's been sitting on The View, giving her 2 cents about every high-profile legal case under the sun, but now that she's potentially caught up in her own federal investigation, oh honey, that's a whole different ball game. How can you claim to have the moral high ground when you might be standing in quicksand yourself? And let's talk about this RICO case with 200 defendants. This drama is going to be dragging on for years. We're talking endless legal battles, people turning on each other, testimonies flying left and
his humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special.
This public simply saying that it's a money grab, and they're also going to counter sue for millions of $5 millions. Now let's talk about the emotional toll this is taking on everyone involved. Because this isn't just some juicy gossip, there are real lives being turned upside down here. Can you imagine trying to keep your family together while the whole world is watching your every move? Poor Sunny is juggling so many roles. Right now, she's trying to be a protective mother, shielding her children from all this ugliness. As a wife, she's got to be going through absolute emotional turmoil. How do you stand by your husband when he might have done something terrible? And then there's her public image to think about. The pressure must be absolutely crushing. You can see it affecting her on The View already. Our usually fierce and outspoken Sunny seems more reserved, like she's walking on eggshells, and the whispers from behind the scenes word is that the network executives are watching her like hawks, probably trying to figure out what to do if these allegations turn out to be true. Sure, she's still on the show for now, but honey, in this business, nothing's guaranteed. She is self-appointed. She knows everything. It's great to see her ego take this hit, but I think it will be short-lived. It's amazing to listen to her talk about just when you thought this story couldn't get any more dramatic. Hold on to your seats, because we're about to take this scandal to a whole new level. The RICO case against Dr. Hostin was just the appetizer, darling. Now Sunny's got legal battles coming at her from all directions. We're talking lawsuits from some seriously heavy hitters, Melania Trump herself and Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman. The stakes there through the roof, and Sunny's entire career is hanging by a thread. Here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail. Let's dive into this Melania Trump situation, because it is absolutely wild. Yes, you heard that right. The former First Lady is coming for Sunny with both barrels. This defamation lawsuit stems from some pretty spicy comments Sunny made on The View about Melania's personal life and what she was supposedly doing during Donald Trump's presidency. According to the rumor mill, Melania is fuming over Sunny's claims that she was actively working against her husband's political ambitions. Remember when Sunny got all fired up and started speculating about Melania's true feelings about her marriage and her role in Trump's campaign? Well, those comments are coming back to bite her, but everything else great for disc country. So what do you love most about your husband? The drama reached fever pitch during that unforgettable View segment where Sunny didn't hold anything back. She boldly declared she doesn't want to be the First Lady anymore. She's destroying his chances on purpose, and who could forget that explosive comment about Melania supposedly hating Christmas that set social media absolutely ablaze, while some viewers were living for Sunny's candid commentary. Others thought she'd crossed a major line, and apparently Melania herself was among those who weren't amused. Her legal team is arguing That Sunny's statements weren't just false, they were downright damaging to her reputation, and the damage is there. Seeking buckle up, because we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. He's humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special. This lawsuit has sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and Washington. Everyone's buzzing about what this means for free speech and media accountability, but for Sunny this isn't just some abstract debate, it's her entire career on the line while her team hasn't officially responded, yet insiders are spilling that Sunny's planning to fight back with everything she's got. Word is her legal team is cooking up this fierce counter suit, claiming Melania is just trying to silence her and shut down any criticism. It's a bold move, but oh honey, it's also incredibly risky. If the court sides with Melania, Sunny could lose everything: her reputation, her finances, everything she's built. But wait, because this drama train isn't stopping here. As if the Melania situation wasn't explosive enough now, Senator John Fetterman has entered the chat. This case is completely different, but just as jaw-dropping. The Pennsylvania senator, known for his non-nonsense approach and progressive stance, is going after Sunny, her co-hosts, and the entire View production team. While the exact details are still a bit murky, sources say it's all about defamation and emotional distress. The plot just keeps thickening. She were a liberal, self-made millionaire migrant model who speaks 5 languages. She name on a federal building right now. Know the drama with Senator Fetterman all exploded during what seemed like just another day on The View. During a heated discussion about the senator's legal action, Sunny apparently crossed a line that set off an absolute firestorm. Some people are saying her comments about Fetterman's motivations weren't just controversial, they were downright reckless. She supposedly hinted at some pretty questionable ulterior motives that painted the senator in a really unflattering light. Now we all know The View isn't exactly known for holding back, but this time it seems Sunny might have pushed things a bit too far. The senator's legal team is absolutely livid, claiming her remarks weren't just baseless, they were potentially career damaging for her to become the next president and amend the Constitution, so she could be but yeah, no, but they probably. This whole situation is raising some seriously thorny questions about where we draw the line between free speech and defamation, especially for media personalities like Sunny. Can these TV hosts just say whatever they want without consequences, or does having such a massive platform mean they need to watch their words extra carefully? For Sunny, this isn't just some theoretical debate. Her entire career is hanging in the balance. If Fetterman's lawsuit gains any traction, it could change the game for everyone in television who makes their living by stirring the pot with provocative commentary behind closed doors. Insiders are whispering that Sunny